Hello friends, I welcome you all in the lecture series of Basics of Python. This is lecture number 14. In lecture number 13, we learn about how to create functions and global variable and local variable. So today we will see some examples of function and what is input function and what is lambda function. So let's head on to our Google Colab. Okay. So today we will learn how to create functions. So for the recapitulate, let me show you how to create a function. Okay, so to create a function we need to start with the keyword def, name of the function. Let me name the function add, and in parenthesis I have to write variable or parameter a comma b, and we have to write colon after that. So after this line we have to write what this function is going to do. So this function will give us the addition of two numbers, that is a and b. So it should return a plus b. So return a plus b. Okay, now let me get out of this function and let me call this function with the parameter passing. So the name of the function is add, and I have to pass the number 5 comma 6. Okay, let me run this one and let's see the output. Okay, as you can see it gives us output 11. Okay, now let me make another function which will give us square of any number. Okay, so let me write def, and the name of my function is squ. Okay, and the parameter which will be have a. Okay, because to find the square I need only one number. Now it will return a into a. Okay, now let me get out of this function and let me call this function. So name of my function is squ, and I want to find the square of number 5. So let me run this one. Okay, so here you can see we have 25. So in this way you can create any function by just writing keyword def. You have to write the appropriate name of the function in bracket. You have to write all the parameter which will require for the calculation, and after that you have to write colon mark. Okay, so let's see how to use input function. So let me write over here input function. Okay, let's see how to create input function. So to create input function, let me assign a value a is equal to I have to write input, and in bracket I have to write message that enter a number. Okay, enter a number. So let me run this one. Let's see the output, what we will get. So it is asking for a number from the input. So let me use 5. Okay, now if I print the value of a, it will give us 5. Okay, it will give us 5. But now if I check the type of a, so let me print type a. So let's see what is the data type of a. So it is showing it is string, it is not a integer value. So we need to assign integer value to the variable a. So what we will do, we can do in this way. So let me write a is equal to, I have to write int. Okay, in bracket I have to use input function, input enter a number colon. So I have to write comma over here. So let me run this one again. Here it is again asking for a number, so I'm writing 5. Okay, now let's check the what is the data type of a now. So let me print type of a. Here you can see now it is showing integer. So by using this way you can take input from the user and perform the further task. Okay, now let me write one more code which take input from the user and give its square number. Okay, so I'm taking input a from the user, and it will call a function squ, okay, and gives us output. Okay, now let me write the function again. So let me write def squ, it has input a colon colon, and after that it should be return, it should return a star a. Okay, now let me get out of this function and write input input is equal to int. I should not write input, uh, variable variable is equal to int input, enter a number colon, and I have to write comma over it. After that I should call a my function squ. So squ in bracket variable. Okay, now let me run this one. So initially it is asking for a number from me, so I'm writing 5 over here. So it is giving me the output 25. Okay, it is giving me output 25. Okay, so you can write in a proper way also. Let me write run this again. So it is giving me 100. So you can write in proper way also. So I will write print the square of number is a star a. Okay, so let me run this one again. So how the okay, now let's start with the lambda function. Okay, so lambda function, the structure of lambda function is something like this. You have to use keyword lambda. After that we have to use arguments, and with colon we have to write expression. Okay, so this is the structure of the lambda function. So basically lambda function is a small anonymous function which it can have many number of argument, n number of argument, but it should have only one expression. So this is the alternative for the function. So function whatever function do the task, the lambda function do the similar task, but it can be written in a very short way. Okay, now let's take an example. Let's suppose I want to calculate the square of any number. So for that I have to write whenever I used to define a function, so I have to write def squ in bracket. I have to pass the parameter, and after that I have to write colon. So after that I have to write return a star a. So this is how we write a function. Okay, so this is how we write a function. So I have to call the function squ, and in bracket I am passing the parameter. Okay, now same thing can be done with the lambda function. So how, let's see. So I have to write lambda. Okay, so lambda, keyword lambda. After that we have to write the argument. Let's say argument is a colon, and I have to write the expression. The expression is it should be do the square of number, so a star a. Okay, let me squ is equal to this one. Okay, now let's write squ. Fine, so let me run this one. So it is giving the output 25. It is giving the output 25. Now let's take make another lambda function which gives us addition of two numbers. So for that let me create variable add is equal to lambda argument. Now this time we have a comma b, and I have to add a plus b. Okay, so let me call the function add 5 comma 6. So it will give us addition of 5 plus 6. So here you can see 5 plus 6 is 11. So it is giving me the output 11. So this is how you can use lambda function. Okay. So in today's lecture, what we will learn? We learn how to create function. We create a function for the addition, square of number. Then after that we learn about how to create input function, and after that we learn how to use lambda function. In next lecture we will start with the if statement, for statement, while statement. Okay, thank you.